Welcome back, Wellness Crew. This is Rachel, your coach here, and we're gonna talk about all things change. So I just kind of want to scratch an itch for you and just validate what you might be feeling right now. Change is difficult. No matter how you try to put it, change is difficult. It takes more effort to create a change than there is to stay the same. For example, if I gave you two options, if you were to walk on a hiking trail that has already been paved out or create a new one, which one would you choose? I knew it! You want change! I knew you would choose creating a new one. Good work. But all jokes aside, of course it's easier to walk on a path that already has been created and that a bunch of people have already walked on. That is how our brain is when we create neural pathways. Think of it as a habit that you always do. Good or bad, that is like the pathway that has already been walked on, already have been paved. Because when we're thinking a thought so many times or doing something so many times, it gets thicker and wider, where that's where your brain will naturally go to instead of creating a new habit. So think about creating a new habit as creating a new neural pathway, creating a new path. So there might be some rocks in the way, there might be some trees, but you have to figure out what is worth the effort, what is worth the change. So last week we discussed about writing your vision. So now that we understand and validate how hard change may be, now it's time for you to really understand which one would be worth it. Because if you are creating a new pathway, maybe you can make a shortcut to the waterfall, right? The view, which is so gorgeous that everybody likes to go to. If you put in this work, maybe you can get there faster and you can enjoy it a lot longer, right? That's how it is in creating a new habit. So now you have to figure out what means the most to you and what will be that waterfall for you. For some people, it's, finally getting to exercise regularly where they feel good about their body, which translates to having more confidence in their life. Or for other people, it can be instead of going to that neural pathway of fear, I will have hope and faith, creating that new habit, that shift. So obviously you're gonna have to be very intentional about it and putting in a lot of the effort. The main thing that you wanna do when you start thinking about a change is figuring out what's worth it and what would be a precious ending for you. Now that we have it covered that change is difficult, that it takes effort, it's important for us to really focus on which goal would be most important. So now here comes some of the fun part where you get to ask yourself questions. So ask yourself which segment would make you or give you the most peace. Or you can ask yourself which segment would bring the most joy into your life. What have you always wanted? What would give you more confidence and what would give you more pep in your step? And ask yourself why. Why is it important to you? And you can even do the opposite of which aspect of health is weighing you down the most. Which one do you feel like if you got a handle on it, that you would be a little bit better off? Just feel a little bit more peace about yourself. Is it the mental? Is it the financial? So now that we are establishing which ones are most important to you and why, now we can start clearly strategizing a plan towards those goals. Because a lot of the other goals, once you start getting confidence and feeling better, a lot of these things will happen naturally. So it's just getting out of your comfort zone and working on what is most important to you at this particular time. Because certain things might be time sensitive, certain things you might just be going through a season and it's important for you to focus on that in a certain season. So take those things into consideration. Ask yourself what is most important to you in this given moment and why. That is going to be very, very important as we discuss in our next video. So stay tuned as we keep creating new steps on how we can create new lifestyle changes that is going to give us more peace, more joy, more happiness, and overall bring glory to God, because that's overall what we want to do. We want to live the best possible lives we can so that other people can see that there might be something different about us, and it's all because of God. And for that reason, I want to leave you with this verse here. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. Maybe it's your goals. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He's going to be with you every step of the way. Even though these goals might be difficult or hard, or that you've tried it before, ask God for his assistance, for his help, because he is our manufacturer. He knows how we operate even better than we do. So why not tap into the greatest source possible to create that lasting change that you would want for your life, and as well that will give him glory. So I'll see you on the next video. Bye.